Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Pisces season. Happy birthday. I'm so excited to be in this season. As a Virgo, opposite your sign, it means the sun starts coming back home to me. So it's a turning point of the year. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So here's the deal. Mercury retrograde always brings out people from the woodwork, right? We're making our way. Mercury has been in its shadow phase for a while now, and he's going to be doing a retrograde, and that's going to be going against Neptune. So boundaries and barriers and rules and the things that you're supposed to do or what someone should do, all that stuff just totally goes flying out the window. So I wouldn't be surprised if you did hear from someone. There's someone clearly in your life, right? Clearly, an emperor and an empress. That's a substantive relationship. It's something that's probably been in your life for a while. It doesn't have to be a lover, okay? It could be a friend, a parent, a sibling. There could be a professional connection here as well. Pisces, because of the more feminine nature of your sign, I do feel like I'm relating you more to the Empress. Whether you're a male or female is irrelevant, but I feel like you are sitting in the creative powerhouse position right now. And I think your mind is explorative in this moment. New ideas are going to be coming online for you, and I think that's why actually this page is like giving the cup to the Empress, right? It's coming from the Emperor to the Empress. So someone reaching out to you. Now, if you're feeling compelled to reach out to someone or to communicate with someone, to issue an apology, whatever, then by all means go for it. The only concern that I have, if I'm being totally honest, is this isn't usually someone that comes forward as a Page of Cups. So there's something a little bit out of character here. There's something a little bit strange going on, and you may be skeptical. You may be skeptical, be like, why am I hearing from this person? Or like, why is this person saying this? Especially if it's like your significant other. Like, why are they bringing this up now? Guys, it's Pisces season, and it's a beautiful time for it's the sign of our undoing, right? Where our ego completely goes out the window, enlightenment can be reached. So when someone does something out of character, it means that they have had an epiphany of some kind, that they have learned something and now they are coming to rectify or to fix or to make amends or to ask for forgiveness or whatever. A lot of times the Page of Cups comes out as an apology. Many times. So it might not be that for you, but it is possible that you will be getting an apology this month. Again, probably from someone that you're like, wow, like that was so completely not what I was expecting at all. And I don't know how far this will go. I'll pull more cards, obviously. I don't know how far it will go. This person still is wearing their armor, always underneath their robes. The heart on the sleeve is upside down. It is an Aryan quality, but it is also a quality of Scorpio because of the Mars connection. So when we think of either one of these, while Aries can have a lot of emotions and Scorpio, it's like they're there, but they're inaccessible to people from the outside world. Okay? This person is likely acting on impulse, like they're feeling a wave of emotion, they're feeling a wave of something, they're feeling like potentially they could lose something. That's why they're reaching out. And I suspect that energetically you've been calling upon this moment for some reason. Your body language being turned into the Emperor. It's like subconscious though. You're not trying to manipulate anyone. You're not trying to do anything. You're not trying to be dramatic, right? It's just you need something. And Weirdly enough, I think that's going to happen for you. If you're totally single, it's possible that a connection that has been long time standing may develop into something, or at least the beginning stages of something may transpire, right? Small communications, Page of Cups, very small, very unexpected, and it really doesn't have to go anywhere. So no expectations, okay? If you've been practicing on your manifestation powers, right, your magical powers, this is like, oh, wow, it kind of works. So just take it as a symptom of what you've been doing, the internal changes that you've been making, but don't project too far into the future, okay? Just take it at face value. It is what it is. It's because you're changing internally. It's because you're demanding more of yourself and more of the people around you. And so this person is you're drawing this person in energetically, and I think they too are drawing you in. So it's mutual. And it just, like I said, it is what it is. Take it at face value. The pages are super tricky, and it's important not to get too attached to what, like, don't try to read between the lines. Don't try to be like, oh, I'm getting all these mixed signals. Like, no, it's just the season. Let things play out organically and naturally and live moment to moment. It's going to make it a lot easier. See? Don't attach to anything. Don't attach to what anything means. Don't attach to what this person could have going on emotionally. Like, what are they like? Don't do that to yourself. It's going to kill you, and it's going to steal your life away. When we project too far into the future, and when we're like so far in our whole zone, we lose our current life. Too far in the past, too far in the future, and you're losing your life. You're losing your moment. It's right now, right in front of you. So any time being spent dreaming, which it's such a dreamy time, especially with the Mercury retrograde. Oh my God. Like, we are going to be drawn into this fantasy world. Groundedness is important. She is a card of Taurus, okay? Taurus being incredibly grounded, the most grounded. So consciously saying and consciously being aware of like, okay, I'm going into my dreamy Pisces place. I'm starting to fantasize, or I'm starting to take it a little bit too far. I'm taking it to like projection now and all of this. So let me just stop doing that consciously. And let's just make no decisions. Let's not necessarily make any choices. Let's just see how it pans out, right? If I do nothing, let's see what happens. And I think that's going to be your best bet. Whenever someone is faced with the Seven of Cups energy, my advice is like, don't do anything. Because clearly there is not one choice. There is not one clear path of action that is attracting you enough, right? Your intuition isn't pulling you to anything, which means that the path is not out there. It's not, there is no action to take right now. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Okay. Pisces, and I know this because I'm a 12th house Virgo, so I have so much Neptune in my chart. Neptune's like my second strongest planet, I think, aside from Mercury. So believe me, I get this. I completely empathize with that energy. There's no need for anxiety, okay? I'm not even going to say here with this one to set goals for yourself. Honestly, I'm not even going to say that. It's about kind of transcending the earthly stuff in a grounded way. Keep in mind, it's all about grounded. It's all about being practicality. I think all the Capricorn stuff is really helping us all with that. Right? It's really helping us all with that, because even the Mars in Taurus now, it's pulling us down. It's forcing us to be realistic about stuff, and not negative, not pessimistic, realistic. And what that means is it just is what it is. There is nothing between the lines. Okay. So as you kind of transcend the reality and kind of see it from a 10,000 foot perspective, you're going to be opening up just an acceptance. And I feel like this guy is like looking at the globe or looking at the world in his hands and just accepting like that's what it is. That's what the world is. His hand on the wand that is firmly planted, firmly attached to the cement wall. He's not going off anywhere. He's very much at peace with what is, very much at peace with nature, very much at peace with the people and the personalities, even though personalities can get really frustrating, especially if you're dealing with an emperor. Pisces energy with an emperor energy can be, because this one's not open, and so it leaves the Pisces like swimming. Right? And it's like trying to go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. Like, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. And there's a curiosity. This energy instills curiosity in Pisces. But there's a little bit of disappointment on Pisces' part here too, because you're like, is there anything there? You know, like what's there? And for some of you, you're going to discover that there's really not a lot there. Right? There hasn't been a lot of growth. There hasn't been a lot of spiritual development. There hasn't been a lot of emotional maturity. And it just is coming out of a place of feeling lonely or out of a place of needing validation. Others of you, you're going to see like a really great person, someone who maybe has evolved into the energy of the emperor. And you're going to be like, wow, I didn't even know that you were capable of being this person. Amazing, congratulations. Let's see kind of where this goes. So it's going to go both ways for you. Some of you are going to be surprised. Some of you will be disappointed, but no speculation. Okay? Just is what it is. Two of Wands. Leaving room for all possibility. Leaving room for anything. That's the beautiful thing about not making choices. Like when you don't make choices and you don't select a path and you wait for something to come to you, anything could come to you. Anything. So it's about the suspense. I would say that hope is not your best friend right now. So if you feel yourself hoping, abandon that as much as possible. Things are moving very quickly. And because of the Pluto-Saturn conjunction and Venus even coming over Saturn, coming over Pluto, like she just crossed over Pluto yesterday or a couple days ago. And she's, so your value systems, your ideas, your beliefs change. Whenever she comes in contact with Pluto, our values change, our ideas, our beliefs change a little bit. And I think, and we'll clarify this especially in the comprehensive, we'll clarify the Emperor and the Seven of Cups and everything too, but especially this one, because it's like, well, where are you going? And what is this speed of transition that's happening? There's a swiftness that happens. Now, this can also very much represent things coming into you very, very quickly. There can be a lot of communication here. Some of you will be traveling. But because this is connected with the Emperor, right? It's right underneath the Emperor, which I'll put the camera down in a minute. But he could be bringing you things very quickly, or there could be a barrage of communications from this person. But if they are all page level, and there's not a lot of depth. See, the thing that's bothering me about this reading is I don't see a lot of depth. I don't see a lot of substance coming your way. So just like take that Eight of Wands in a very grounded, very realistic way. Observe it, examine it. Just, it is what it is. Let those arrows hit you. Let them pelt you. And examine nothing, really. Why am I telling you? This is so bad. I don't advocate playing games, but I feel like this is someone that kind of needs to earn something or kind of needs to work for something. Again, I don't advocate playing games and I don't advocate the hard to get kind of thing. I always advocate clear communication, but clearly this person is like beating around the bush a little bit. They're just like, It's like, what? Like, what are you even saying? Like, just tell me, just tell me, just tell me. And there's a substantial fear in them of really telling you what they want to tell you, you know? See, there's a past connection. You know, you could be entangled with someone, you know, you could have unresolved business with someone. It just circles back. The nature of a Mercury retrograde, what can I say? And it comes across your natal suns, your natal moons, your natal ascendants. Like, there's a lot of attention on you guys right now. And please don't get so married. It's like, this is my ex. Oh my God, I don't want my ex coming back. Like, it might not be your ex. This might be kind of a soft entrance. You know, like, there really may be someone trying to get your attention and trying to, you know, and maybe you are, like, you might not even really notice it at first. It's possible. Some of you, it's going to be really obvious. You're going to be like, oh God, I've got to deal with this now. I'm almost like getting an annoyed vibe from you. Like, I got to deal with this. Yeah, you got to deal with it. But there could be something really beautiful that comes out of it too. And in a way, I feel like the universe is giving you a gift. This person contacting you, connecting with you, it's going to be like a gift. And whatever resolution you're craving, you're probably going to get that. And in a way, I feel like what it really is going to do, it's going to confirm how much growth you've actually experienced, how much growth you've actually done, how much farther along you are than you were in 2017. 2 years, completely different people. You are a completely different person. So it's interesting how this doesn't really shake you up that much. You might be confused and you may be trying to figure it out, but you're definitely sitting in your power. You're absolutely in a position of strength. There's no doubt about it. So lean into that. Yeah. I'm laughing because the Mercury retrograde. So first and foremost, if a totally separate note, aside from this whole story, if you are engaged in particularly creative efforts, especially writing or music, just do that stuff. Like, as much time as you can, just do that stuff, because the energy and the unfolding of the template of life is calling upon Piscean energy to be in this creative state, okay? Communication may go awry. Misinterpretations are very likely. We'll clarify both of these as well, because I think it merits clarification. It merits additional information. So, 5 of Cups. There was a loss here. And there may be a part of you that it's like, for some of you, it's like maybe this person is saying everything you wanted them to say a couple years ago. And now that they're finally saying it, you're like, wow, I don't need it. So what's actually happening is you are mourning the loss of a past self to a degree. And there may be a sadness associated with this whole thing, which is why, because you're trying to figure it out and you're like, but there's really nothing to figure out. You've moved on, you've changed. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the connection. And there's nothing else left but to accept. What did I say? 2 of Wands, to accept. Accept what it is. Accept how it's unfolding. Accept this person. and somewhat of their confusing nature, somewhat of their mixed messages. Again, don't try to clarify mixed messages, just let them be mixed. Let this person clarify. Don't nudge them. Don't try to manipulate them. Just let them, whatever they offer you, just accept it. Okay? There may be something strange that happens. There's something very impractical about this whole thing. There's something somewhat mysterious about this whole thing too. So I don't see you digging. Remember how I was saying like Pisces wants to swim, wants to get deeper and deeper and deeper? That is a waste of your energy. Okay, if this person wants to come forward, if this person wants to speak, they will. Now is not a time for any level of aggression or pushing or manipulation at all. Maybe like in Aries season, you'll be like, just tell me what you want, right? But no, like this is all about, this is why Pisces, this is why the hyper femininity of this season, all being about the subconscious, the dream state, the creativity, the generation, and kind of the toppling, the crumbling down of the ego as the sun connects with Neptune. You know, Neptune is highly destructive. So when we are headed into a destructive transit, right, when your ego becomes null, essentially, and you're like, oh, wow, that's not really who I am. The more open you are, the easier that kind of transit is. That's why I'm saying, like, don't get married to any outcome until Aries season, because seriously, it's going to like feel like you're trying and you're working to get like a salmon swimming upstream. Like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to work so hard. Femininity curves and flows. And what's happening is it's like whenever water falls and it develops into rivers, those rivers always go back into the ocean. And you're all about the oceanic nature of the universe, right? So as this rain falls, right, pelts you, this rain comes down and pelts you, it will begin to melt. As sun comes closer to Neptune, it becomes dissolved and it will begin to flow, and it will take you where you need to go. It will get you back to the ocean. Don't worry. Okay. So the more river-like you can be and just path of least resistance, if you hit up against a rock, just let yourself go in a different direction. It's fine to be more like a river. Mutable water, please. You're actually more river-like than oceanic, I would say. So be like the river. Okay, now what I'm going to do is something a little different than what I normally do. I will put the cards down, or the camera down, I mean. Let's see if I can. I got a new deck, which is a very famous deck. It's called the Thoth deck. Thoth, I think I'm pronouncing it. Clear up the cards. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to pull a couple like I normally do to finish off the reading. No reversals in here though. Really loving this deck a lot, but I don't want to use it as like my main deck. So this is just going to be kind of any additional information or any additional things to really consider for the month. Much bigger cards too. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Coins and adjustment, number 8. Actually more like justice, right? So here we have the scales. I will hold them up because the artwork's a little, it's not the best for YouTube, but it's a super famous deck. I'm sure you've all seen it at some point. As the scales work, see what's happening. This is all one big month of adjustment. There's karma at play. So whatever, see, this is the problem like with mankind, is that we try to force justice rather than letting like life itself rectify itself, because life itself is going to do it in a much more perfect way. And this is karmic in nature. 100%. This is karmic in nature. So let karma play out. That's why you don't need to do anything, because life has your back. What am I doing here? Life has your back. See, the universe hates it when there's imbalance, so it always fixes things. When weight gets too heavy on one side, it will find a way to balance out the other side. You don't have to do anything. Just trust that karma will make it the right way. Do not get married to an outcome. Do not get married to a result. Do not get married to hope. I love, love, love this Queen of Coins. They call it Queen of Discs. Capricorn, right? Capricorn energy. Venus going through Capricorn right now. She's beautiful. And she's grounded. What did I say about the grounding? Right? Card of Taurus, card of Capricorn. Stay with your feet on the ground. If you actually can put your feet in the dirt, if it's not like, 10 below zero outside and with snow, like put your feet in the dirt. If you're living on the beach, like go put your feet in the sand. Darker dirt is better, but like literally ground yourself with the crystals for grounding, whatever it is you need. Like, don't allow yourself to get caught up in a fantasy world, even though the draw to do that is going to be strong. Put yourself in check, right? Put yourself in check and like tell yourself when you recognize yourself spinning, just say, you don't need to spend energy on this and just go do something. Okay, just go do something. So now let's pull clarifiers the way I always do. Hope you guys don't mind. I really love this deck so much. So I'm going to clarify the Emperor first. And these will be the cards that we cover, and we'll go into more detail in the comprehensive. I usually speak for another like 20-25 minutes approximately with the clarifiers. And there are a lot. We get Two of Wands repeated. Another page. Oh my God. It's page communication, page level. They're watching you. They've got their eye on you. They're going through it. They are not See, you can handle the Neptune Sun transit because that's your vibe. That's like you're at home there. But most signs, like I don't even think other water signs like Scorpio and Cancer handle it that well. Neptune is really destructive. Really, really destructive. And because there's so much clinging, there is so much clinging to our identity. And when we lose our identity, we grasp. Like we're drowning and we're trying to grasp for air. That's what this person is doing. They're trying to grasp for air. And you are sitting in your throne. And I said this for Gemini last month. When the Empress came out, she's got the the crown of 12 stars. She eats the zodiac for breakfast, right? She knows what it means to be transcended. King of Wands reversed. Man, you are so in your power right now. It is so freaking awesome. This is so exciting to see for Pisces, like for reals. Because I know you've been wanting to be here forever. Oh, Five of Cups coming out again. Yeah, this Eight of Wands it's like a positive card, but it's also like this is the source of your empowerment. You're going to get charged with all this vital energy. It's going to be amazing. Like, I don't know. There is a feeling of validation. Another grounding energy. Lots of grounding energy. There is emotional movement. There is emotional movement. There is emotional change. Wow, a lot of repeats. Beautiful. There's like this rite of passage. Six of Cups again. There's this rite of passage that seems to have happened. You seem to have crossed over a specific bridge in your life. Let's look at adjustment. The main battle is in your mind this month. That's the main battle. What did I say? Also scorpionic energy, and we get the card of Scorpio reversed. The emotional component from this person is significantly suppressed. Okay, just one for each. Okay, yes, perfect. All right. These clarifiers are telling me like, okay, Jane, you said the right thing, so I'm glad. All right, you guys, I wish you nothing but the best. Have an amazing month. If you want to check this comprehensive reading out, it'll be in the link down below. And that's everything. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye-bye.